Hi, I'm Rayan Belmadi. I'm the brand new striker at League 2 side, East Troyes. But you know what? I'm tired of watching Europe and South America take all the glory. Balon D'ors, World Cups. I'm African with roots in Algeria and I want to inspire the entire continent. However, there's a problem. I was born in France and I don't even know what nation I represent yet. All I know is one day I want to change world football, winning the World Cup and becoming the world's best player. But tonight, I'll be making my professional debut in world football. It's only a League 2 game, nothing too crazy, but for me, this means everything. Because if I ever want to change football, if I ever want to stop Europe and South America from taking everything, moments like this have to matter. There's just one problem though. I'm not that good. I can't pass like Kevin De Bruyne. I can't glide past players like Mahrez. I actually just kill attacks if I pass or dribble. But hey, give me a chance to shoot the ball. I will always put it in the back of the net. But it's the opening day of the League 2 season. Rayan Belmadi on the attack for Isaac Troyes, but he instantly loses it. And now from the center circle, it's a great ball into Rayan Belmadi. The Algerian Frenchman gets rid of one defender, looking for the shot, but it's a brilliant save. But Isaac Troyes won't give up just now. Cuts back, gives it to Rayan Belmadi, looking for the shot, gets tackled. But once again, it's Isaac Troyes on the attack. The ball is given to Belmadi. Belmadi looking to beat his defender. He beats one. Looking for the shot. It's blocked. Surely one last chance for Troyes here to get the first 3 points of the season. Belmadi cuts back with a finesse and it's a screamer from the young Algerian Frenchman. The question is, what is going to be Belmadi's level? But Isaac Troyes get their first 3 points on the board. What kind of season can they have with the new signing Belmadi up top?
Well. Who have we got here then? Rayan Belmadi, new kid, League 2 debut, and a screamer to win the game. Listen, he's not the smoothest footballer I've ever seen. He's not out here looking like Zidane. He's not threading passes like De Bruyne. But one thing is clear, this kid knows where the goal is. And for Algeria, that makes him very interesting.
And after my debut, I set the target of 10 goals this season, and that went extremely well as I kept scoring goal after goal in the league and finished the season at 21 years old, improving as an overall footballer, getting 10 goals total. However, I still have the last game of the season against Grenoble Foot. If I can finish off this season strong, I can impress bigger clubs than Isaac Troyes and make my next move already, because I have to be the one to change world football. Plus, you never know who could be watching. And the last day of the League 2 season begins as Belmadi's through a goal has a shot and it just goes wide. Belmadi has been very impressive this season as they find another brilliant through ball to him, finish another great save. And here comes Troyes again, a great ball into Rayan Belmadi. He beautifully slots it into the bottom right corner. He gets his 11th goal of the season. But Troyes are not done just yet. Belmadi is on the run. 1v1 against the keeper it seems. Can he go in and show his composure? And yes, he does. A banger, far and in. What a great season this young Algerian Frenchman has had. And the whistle is blown. Troyes secure a mid-table finish. But question marks are around. Is Belmadi good enough to take him to promotion? Or maybe good enough for another club?
That's the season done. 10 goals, maybe a few more than people expected. Belmadi isn't not dominating games, but he is starting to fit in. It is just the beginning for the Algerian Frenchman.
Hello Rayan, thank you for coming in. Nice to finally meet you.
No way, Drogba? Is that you? Thanks for having me, man.
I've been watching you. You're not complete. Let's get that straight right now. You're not one of those players who can do everything. But you have something a lot of players don't. You know where the goal is, and that matters. Don't forget where you come from, because one day if you keep working, you might be able to do something special for Algeria and maybe even for Africa.
Wow, Drogba really thinks I could become a pivotal figure in the Algerian national team. But of course, I still have the option of France looming as well. But to kick off my second pro season, I actually received 2 offers, one from Hanover in the Bundesliga 2, and a second offer from FC Schalke, also in the Bundesliga 2. But I've actually decided to reject both of them, as I want to do something special here at Troyes and try to promote them to the Ligue 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first game of the League 2 season. Rayan Belmadi was one of the best players last year. Can he continue his form and help Troyes have an outside shout to promote to Ligue 1? And the game starts straight away as it's a brilliant pass to Rayan Belmadi, lays it off, looking for that run. They find a through ball into Belmadi with a shot straight to the keeper. But here come Troyes once again. If balls to their left winger, gives it in the middle into Rayan Belmadi, another shot, that's it. But here come Bayern FC looking to take this lead on the opening day of the League 2 season. They're looking to cut inside, he does, lays it off, looking for the shot, and it's a great save. But Troyes are looking for a response here. It's a ball into Rayan Belmadi, lays it off into the number 5, back into Rayan Belmadi, looking for the shot, gets spotted. Troyes on the ball once once again looking for this counter-attack, looking to go 1-0 up. They've had the most attacks again. And a disappointing first game of the season for the fans, but more specifically, Rayan Belmadi scored over 10 goals in his debut season and has a lackluster performance. Is he just a one-season wonder? Man, this is horrible. I didn't hit a good shot all game. I kept losing the ball, can't dribble. I just can't do anything right. What's going on with me? I had a great season last year. Was it just luck? Did I fool everybody? Did I just fool myself? But luckily, after my disaster of the first game of the season, I got back into form, scoring a goal after goal, leading to the final day of the season, where we were able to finish in a promotion playoff spot. And in the final, I faced Toulouse FC, who just relegated from Ligue 1. And like I mentioned, I've been incredible, leading the Golden Boot race with 18 goals in the league and 19 goals in all competitions, continuing to improve. But as we drew 0-0 in the first leg, the second leg means everything if I want to be the one to change world football. If you guys want to use any national team in world football and even have the World Cup tournament, check out Beta 10 in the link in the description and comments. And the promotion playoff final kicks off. Toulouse FC looking to get back into Ligue 1. Great pass into Francis and he slots it in the top corner. Toulouse go 1-0 up. But Troyes are looking for a response here straight away. Belmadi on the ball, gets a turn. Back into number 5, back into Rayan Belmadi. Beautiful finesse shot to the bottom corner. 1-1 in this playoff final. But Toulouse are trying to show their level that they deserve to be back in the Ligue 1. Francis back into Francis with a shot. Great save from the Troyes keeper. Toulouse FC once again on the attack, really bombarding. Isaac Troyes with a shot, top corner again. Toulouse refusing to stay in Ligue 2. But once again, Troyes are finding themselves chasing number 17 into Rayan Belmadi. Back into the middle, great save from the keeper. Belmadi on the ball, lays it off. He makes that run, looking for that threaded pass, and he just can't get there, man. And congratulations to Toulouse FC as they're going back to the Ligue 1, as Belmadi and co. fail to promote to the next division. But overall, a great season from the young Algerian Frenchman. No, man. We failed. I failed. This was supposed to be the moment everything changed. And instead, I'm walking off the pitch with nothing. Maybe I'm not good enough yet. Maybe I'm not good enough to be the one. Maybe I'm still just some kid who scores a couple goals and thinks he's special.
Heartbreak for Troyes, heartbreak for Belmadi, but let's not act blind here. This kid is getting better, fast. And for Algeria, that matters. He may not be ready today, but if he keeps growing like this, he could become one of our brightest hopes.
But in my third season of pro football, there was good news as I received 2 offers, one from Brest, which I actually rejected. But I did accept the second offer, which was from Toulouse FC. Yes, I am joining the club that denied me Ligue 1 football. No more hiding in Ligue 2. If I fell here, people will say I was never that good. But if I succeed, my whole career changes.
Razmian, 22-year-old French-Algerian star, is now joining Toulouse FC, who are now back in Ligue 1. Can he step up to the new level of the top division in France, or will he flop like many before him? Belmadi, prove you are special.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first day of the Ligue 1 season, Toulouse versus FC Nantes. But the big talking point is new signing Rayan Belmadi. Can he step up to the level of Ligue 1 and deliver right away for the newly promoted team? And kicking off this game, here comes Toulouse FC on the counter. It's a great ball into Rayan Belmadi. We know he can finish, looking for the shots, but it's saved by the keeper. Toulouse FC pushing again, looking to dominate this game against Nantes. Rayan Belmadi, 1v1, can he finish? He's done it multiple times before, but it hits the crossbar. But now FC Nantes are looking for the first goal of the game since Toulouse have not been able to capitalize. It's cut back with the shots, it just goes wide. Vinicius Jr now driving up the pitch into Rayan Belmadi, looking to create a chance, breaks one defender, looking for the shots, and it hits the post. Belmadi has been extremely unlucky, but here come FC Nantes once again. They send a through ball, 1v1 against the keeper, and they bang it in. They put themselves in the lead in the opening day. And the whistle is blown. FC Nantes pick up the 3 points. A disappointing debut to say the least for Rayan Belmadi. Was he the right signing to keep Toulouse in the division?
Hello, Belmadi, glad you can make it, but you look a bit annoyed. What's up?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Curry. Thanks for having me, but I'm just a little bit upset. I was terrible last night. But yeah, why did you call me all of a sudden?
Shake it off, kid. It happens. No one is perfect. I have you here today because I see something in you. An Olympique Lyon have reached out to me and said they are interested in you.
Really? They're interested in me after that poor performance?
One game doesn't decide that. Stop panicking. The good players bounce back. The best players answer right away.
Yeah, it is a bit easy for you to say. You're a Balon D'or winner, but thank you.
True, but I'm saying it anyway. Lyon are watching you, and Zidane wants to speak to you soon.
Wait, Zidane? Zinedine Zidane wants to speak to me?
No, Zidane from down the street. Yes, that's Zidane. So sort yourself out. Pick up that form and prove the interest from myself. Zidane and Rayan are worth it.
Alright, up next I am playing against RC Strasbourg, one of the best teams here in Ligue 1. Benzema respects me, Lyon are watching me, and one of the greatest of all time, Zidane, knows who I am and wants to speak to me soon. I can't go out there and play like I did on my debut and stink again. And Strasbourg versus Toulouse begins. Toulouse have a tough task as they're away from home, but Rayan Belmadi is already through a goal with a shot. Brilliant save from Aaron Ramsdale. But once again, Toulouse is on the attack. They've really impressed in these first couple minutes. It's a ball into Belmadi with the Trivela, but it's a great block. Toulouse once again not giving up. Rayan Belmadi, can he get his first league on goal? And yes, he does. Just like last year, Belmadi cool and composed. But Toulouse are not done yet in this first half. It's a ball down the wing. Can they go ahead and find Belmadi in the middle? Cuts back outside into Rayan, hits the post. Almost secures his first brace. And again, and again, and again, Toulouse are running down the wing. Gives it to Belmadi with a close corner finish, and he bangs it in. He redeems himself after his disastrous debut. And it is a huge 3 points for Toulouse FC as Belmadi gets a double. This could really help him stay in the division.
Welcome back, Belmadi. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, thanks Didier. I really needed that performance. There's a lot of pressure on me right now.
One bad game means nothing. Plenty of players have bad games. What matters is your response. Anybody can look good when life is easy. Your response tells people who you are.
So what do you think about my performance? What does that say to everybody watching?
That you might really be worth believing in. You might just be the one.
Man, Drogba thinks I might just be the one. Maybe I can be the one to change world football and inspire all of Africa, whether if it's for Algeria or the French national team. And at the end of the season, I have great news. I finished the season with 18 goals in all competitions, continued to grow as a footballer, now at 23. And I was even really close to winning the Golden Boot, as not only did we survive relegation, but we have finished in the top 7. We have had a huge season here in Ligue 1. But my life just keeps getting better. In the brand new season, I am now joining Olympique Lyon. Just like Benzema mentioned, they are watching me and they believe in my hype. So now I must perform here and prove to them that I am worth all the money and time. But it was time for this moment. I walked into Zidane's office where we exchanged lots of words.
So you're Belmadi.
Yes, sir. My name is Rayan Belmadi. A pleasure to meet you.
Joining Lyon was great. With the World Cup next summer, you should seriously decide on France. If you have a great season, you will for sure get a call-up.
Wow, you think I'm good enough for the French national team?
Well, I also had that choice, but the difference is Algeria can make you important. France can make you immortal.
Really, you think just me choosing France will instantly make me one of the greats?
At this level, yes. Look at me. Look at Benzema. Look at players like Cherki. The biggest stage creates the biggest careers. If you want to reach the top of football, choose France.
Wow, this decision just got even harder. He's Zidane. He's one of the greatest ever. And he might be right in me choosing France. The problem is, I'm nothing like him. I'm not elegant. I'm not gifted. I'm not Benzema either. He won a Balon D'Or. I'm not some complete football machine. I'm just a striker who knows how to score. I'm just not sure what national team I should represent. But even with this decision looming over my head, that did not stop my form as I went on and scored a bunch of goals in the Ligue 1. As I was a top goal scorer in the entire team with 22 in all competitions, we were able to finish in 3rd place in the Ligue 1. As once again, I just missed out on the Golden Boot. However, there's a huge game up next in the Coupe de France final against PSG. But before that, Drogba wanted to speak to me.
Ryan, listen to me. This is not the time to doubt yourself. Finals are where players become something bigger. You can have a bad month, a bad season, whatever. Nobody remembers that if you show up when it matters. If you want to represent Algeria at the World Cup this summer, then show them. Show them you're ready, because moments like this do not come twice.
You're right, Drogba. This is a do-or-die moment for my career. I must show them who I am if I want to go to the World Cup.
No fear tonight. Just finish. Then next year you can show out for Algeria at the World Cup and start your journey of changing African football.
Dang, Drogba is really persistent on me representing Algeria. I know I've told myself that I have to be the one, but it's crazy that a legend like Drogba believes I'm also the one. But he wants me to represent Algeria, and an all-time great Zidane wants me to join France. I still don't know what I'm going to end up choosing here, but let me lock in on this Coupe de France final. And do we have a sensational game here tonight? Parc des Princes, PSG versus Olympique Lyon, Coupe de France final. We all know who's winning that trophy. The Coupe de France final kicks off. Olympique Lyon on the attack first of all. Rayan Belmadi with a great turn, looking to get past Gavardia, looking for the shot, impossible angle, and it goes in! From a very tough angle, Belmadi shows why he was signed. One of the best clubs in France. But here come Olympique Lyonnais once again, 1-0 up, the underdog so far. Back in the middle, into Belmadi with the shot, and it goes in top corner. Just like that, Lyon or 2 goals up in the final. But the game is not over yet. Here comes Olympique Lyonnais. Belmadi into out wide, into Malik Fofana, looking for a third to secure this game. Belmadi with an acrobatic finish. It just goes wide. PSG in the second half are lucky to go ahead and get back into this game. Ousmane Dembele, the Balon d'Or winner, great save. PSG once again looking for a goal here to kickstart the remontada. Josko Gavardio gives it into Endrick with a finish. It's a brilliant finish from new signing Endrick. But Olympique Lyon still have a 1-goal lead, looking to get a third to potentially score a goal here. Gives it back into Rayan Belmadi for his hat-trick. It goes over the bar. Olympique Lyon just don't give up. They're dominating PSG tonight. Down the wing, back into Rayan Belmadi. Gets rid of Gavardio with a shot, and it hits the post. Unlucky, but it's back into Fofana. Back into Belmadi, and it goes in. A top corner finish. Belmadi's first ever hat-trick. That might be the win. And the Coupe de France final is over. A 3-1 win for Olympique Lyonnais. They win the Coupe de France. Belmadi proving to be a special talent.
Belmadi, what a night. A hat-trick in a final against PSG. This is not just a good player anymore. This is a statement. Algeria, I'm telling you right now, this kid can become the best we have ever seen. But now, the real question comes. France want him too. And just like Zidane, Benzema, and the others before him, what choice will he make?
Wow, Algeria fans and media really want me to represent them. They're right, I could become something special for Algeria. But can I ever achieve anything with Algeria that will inspire the whole continent? Because if I go with the French, I have a higher chance of winning the World Cup and the Balon d'Or one day. I just can't decide, man.
And now, we have the news. Rayan Belmadi has chosen France. I won't lie, that one hurts. Algeria wanted him. Africa wanted him. But this is football. Sometimes players choose what they think gives them the best chance to become great. We wish him well, but this is only a friendly. The story is not fully over yet.
Here we go. This is it. The biggest game of my career. I have chosen France. Zidane said this is where greatness is proven, so I need to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have France versus Belgium in a very crucial international friendly. Both teams are getting ready for the 2030 World Cup this summer. Rayan Belmadi is set to make his debut. Did he make the right decision of choosing France? And is he good enough to represent the 2018 World Cup winners? And straight away, Mikel Olise picks up the ball into Belmadi, back into Chouameni into Rayan Belmadi, but he loses it straight away. But once again, here come France. Belmadi lays it off into Olise. Olise back into Belmadi, looking for that 1v1 shot, and it goes over the bar. Terrible shot. Mikel Olise once again on the ball, creating another chance for Rayan Belmadi. Cuts inside, finesse, and it goes over the bar. Belmadi, that has to be better at this level. And here comes Olise looking to create another chance for Rayan, and he gives it straight to him. Rayan Belmadi with a finish, and it goes over the bar. He is wasting all of Olise's chances. But to kick off the second half, Belmadi gets subbed out for Desiree Doué in a very bad debut performance. But can France still pick up this win despite Belmadi missing all those chances? It falls into Chouameni, into Mbappe, the captain, finesse. Of course, that's going in. 1-0. But here come the French national team again. Desiree Doué, the man who came on for Belmadi. Mbappe back into Olise. Olise into Mbappe. And Mbappe is now wasting the opportunity. 2-0. Straight away after Belmadi comes off. And the game comes to an end. France pick up a convincing victory to get ready for the World Cup. But questions are to be asked if Belmadi will be getting on that plane.
Do you see it now?
See what? What should I be seeing?
Do you see the difference?
What difference?
Between players like us and players like you.
What is that supposed to mean, man?
We don't hesitate. We don't ask if we belong. We decide. You're still asking for permission. That's why you'll never be one of us.
Wow, you're right. I'm nothing like you. Maybe I made a mistake. After my disaster with France, I did not let that stop me from having a great club season, scoring lots and plenties of goals. As I finished with my best ever season, 33 goals and 10 assists in all competitions. At just 25, I continued to improve. I was able to win my first ever Golden Boot, beating the likes of Kvaratskhelia. But sadly, again, only finished in third in the league. But there is a silver lining. The World Cup is this summer. I could stay with France and maybe make the next World Cup squad or make a last-minute switch to Algeria. But it'll be tough because most players who just switch last minute to get to a World Cup tournament are usually hated.
Welcome home, Rayan. Some people were angry, some people were disappointed, but more than anything, people were waiting for you to understand where you belong. We don't forget, but we forgive. Go on out there and do your best for our country at this World Cup.
So it's decided I'll be representing Algeria for the rest of my career, as we do have a very tough group. And it's the opening day for Group E of this World Cup. A huge tie in Germany versus Algeria. This should be a relatively easy Germany win. But Belmadi made a last time switch and will represent Algeria for the rest of his career. And somehow get Algeria a shocking 1 or 3 points. Ismail Benacer picks up the ball, looking to start the first attack of the game. Back into the midfield. Look for a through ball into Rayan Belmadi with a finish, and it hits the crossbar. But here come Algeria once again, looking to somehow take a lead against Germany and really upset them. Belmadi cuts inside with a beautiful finish, and it goes wide. He is really performing today. But now it's time for Germany with an attack. They don't want to be at the front of a news article. It's Florian Wirtz on the ball with a shot, and it just hits the post. Great save from the keeper as well. Ainoudi gives it into the midfield, and now here come Algeria once again, still dominating Germany. Rayan Belmadi with a finish, and it goes in. A huge goal for Algeria as they take a 1-0 lead. But here come Algeria once again. How are they dominating Germany? Rayan Belmadi 1v1 finish, and goes in. Somehow they've doubled their lead in the second half. Can this be a victory? And yes, it is. The first 3 points for Algeria at this World Cup. Belmadi shining through with a brace. This might be the best decision of his career. But sadly, our performances did not persist as we got spanked by Ecuador 4-0 and an embarrassing loss to Jamaica 3-0 as we're out of the World Cup despite beating Germany. First of all, I want to say I'm sorry. Sorry to the fans, sorry to the country, sorry to everyone who believed in me. But I also wanted to say thank you, because after everything, after I chose France and embarrassed myself, you, Algeria and Africa, still accepted me. And that means more than I can explain. So I'll do it through actions. Choosing France was the worst decision of my life, but I promise you this. I will redeem our embarrassing World Cup performance, and I will come back at the next World Cup. Over the next 4 years, I will become one of the best players in the world, and I'll go into the next World Cup with a Champions League medal, and I'll prove to you that one day, Algeria can bring the World Cup home. Just you wait.
You want to win the World Cup. My dream was just to make the squad one day, but nah, maybe I need to dream bigger too.
And luckily, the season after the World Cup, I was able to secure a Premier League move with Aston Villa. It's the Premier League, it's a fresh start, new country, new challenge, but the promise is the same. I told Algeria I'd become one of the best in the world, so now it's time to kickstart that journey and prove I'm the one to change world football. And I started my career off at Villa pretty good. I did score a couple goals leading into January in the middle of the season, where we are in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup as we drew the first leg against Chelsea 0-0. If we can win tonight, I can get silverware to Aston Villa, but also qualify for the Conference League, or maybe even impress suitors out there, a bigger club where I can win the Champions League, as the World Cup is only 4 years away. And the Carabao Cup final semi-final kicks off. Here comes Chelsea with a through ball into Mohamed Amoura, a fellow Algerian of Belmadi's, and it goes in. A near post finish. Amoura takes the lead for Chelsea Football Club. But now it's Aston Villa on the ball, looking to have a response here, looking to get an equalizer. It's Rayan Belmadi, number 16, great ball into the middle, but it's a hits the crossbar, man. And now it's Jamie Bino Giddens looking to extend the lead for Chelsea. Bino Giddens with a great piece of skill gives it to Mohamed Amoura with a finish. Again, the Algerian stands out and makes it 2-0. But Yuri Tillemans is looking to kickstart this counter-attack. This remontada for Aston Villa. Here comes Andre Onana, great through ball into Rayan Belmadi. 1v1 with a finish, great save. But that was all she wrote as Chelsea pick up the 2-0 victory. Mohamed Amoura, the talking point, to send his club to the final. Man, again, are you serious? Every time I get close to something big, someone gets there first. But luckily, it's my national teammate in Mohamed Amoura. But I'm getting better. I can feel it. But I need to make sure I stop coming short here. And there is good news for my fellow Algerian, as they did win the Carabao Cup 5-2 against Arsenal. He also won the Premier League Golden Boot. What a season for him. While on my end, we still qualified for the Conference League, and I was able to score 30 goals and get 2 assists in all competitions, slowly becoming one of the world's best strikers, at least here in the Premier League. But in my second season here at Villa, we were somehow in the Europa League final. Turns out we didn't play Conference League football, but I will be facing my international teammate Lamine Yamal, who's become one of the best players in La Liga. As we're kicking off in the Parc des Princes tonight, this has to be the trophy I win. Winning a European trophy will be huge, qualifying for the Champions League, but even impressing one of the world's best clubs. And the Europa League final kicks off. Aston Villa are looking for the first attack. Tillemans into Rayan Belmadi, looking for the finish, and it just goes wide. But here come Villa again. Villa have a tough task. Sevilla are the favorites. They've won multiple of these trophies, but it's Belmadi looking to go 1v1, crosses it in, but it just goes wide. And now Sevilla with the first attack of the game. It falls down the wing. Can they find a good opportunity? It falls into Tillemans, but he gives it away, and it's a great save. Has to be made. Guesson now looking for the counter attack. Here comes Rayan Belmadi looking to go ahead and find a goal. Gives it back into Guesson. Guesson running down the wing. Back into Belmadi. Brilliant header, but no, it's just saved by the keeper. But Sevilla looking to win the ball back, and yes, they do. It falls into Lamine Yamal back down the wing. 1v1. Can he go ahead and finish this? And yes, he does. Near post finish. Nikolic puts Sevilla 1-0 up. But here comes Morgan Rogers. Belmadi on the ball. Villa not looking to give up. Belmadi cuts aside. Brilliant cut inside. Looking for the finesse, but it's enough another great save. Aston Villa once again chasing this game, dominating this game. Kamara back into the midfield, into Guesan, into Rayan. Belmadi finish, but again, the keeper with a masterclass. And Sevilla do it once again, winning the Europa League. As Belmadi once again fails to win a trophy and loses to another Algerian. Man, I can't believe I lost another final. I need to finish my chances. The keeper may have been incredible, but congrats to my national teammate, Lamine Yamal. The next trophy is mine. But hey, at least I finished the season with 27 goals and 9 assists in all competitions, becoming one of the best players in the world. Surely soon, a big club will snap me up, and I could be the one to change world football. And yes, in the very next season, I am now joining German giants Bayern Munich, playing under company. And well, I started my career here very lively as I scored a brace in the Super Cup final to win my first trophy straight away. Now, at the end of the season, we have reached the UCL final, but it's against PSG. But let me tell you, I'm ready. We won the Bundesliga as well, and I am leading the top goal scorers by 1 goal in the UCL above my teammate Omuro, who's now at Madrid. 41 goals and 5 assists in all comps. It's my best ever season. I'm one of the world's best, but I need to make sure I prove it tonight. And what a game we have tonight. Estadio del Benfica is hosting the UCL final, Bayern versus PSG. Belmadi did promise the Algerian press to bring a UCL before the World Cup, and he might just do it tonight. And the UCL final begins. Ibrahim Maza on the ball, looking to create an opportunity. Great through ball into Cole Palmer with a shot, but it's a great save. But now it's Mikey Moore for Bayern Munich. Finds Jamal Musiala with a great ball into Rayan Belmadi. Cuts inside, finesse from outside the box. It hits the post. And now here come Bayern. Jamal Musiala opens it in the middle to Aseko, into Rayan Belmadi with a finish, and it hits the post, but he finishes it this time. Bayern Munich take the lead with a Belmadi goal. But PSG are not ready to give up. Cole Palmer picks up the ball, looking to dribble past his Bayern defenders. He had a through ball. He doesn't take it though. It's still Cole Palmer. Dribbles past the entire defense with a finish. Horrible defending from Bayern as Belmadi looks disappointed, and PSG equalize. But here come PSG again. Ibrahim Maza into Isaac. Isaac into Palmer. Back into Alexander Isaac. 1v1. Can he put this one away to take the lead? A missed tackle, and yes, he does. It's such an easy finish. Belmadi again disappointed in his teammates. But now it's PSG looking for a third here. Here they come, but Pavlovic with a great clearance. And here come Bayern Munich on the counter-attack. Musiala into Mikel Olise. Olise looking for that through ball. But can Belmadi make the run? Yes, he does. 1v1. He has to finish this to equalize the game. And yes, he does. Bottom corner, 2-2. This final has just begun. But Ibrahim Maza has been a linchpin in this team. Gives it to Alexander Isak. Here come PSG out wide into, and it's a shot, and it's a great save by Erbic. PSG with the corner now. Vitinha crosses it in. Can he find somebody in the box? Palmer with a shot, great save, but it's still PSG here. It's Ibrahim Maza with the cross in, and now it falls back into PSG, back into Maza in the middle, looking for the shot, and it's a great save. But here comes Cole Palmer looking to take the lead in the 9 minutes of the game to avoid extra time and penalties. Giovanni Quenda with the cross in, and it's a clearance, but it's failed. Nuno Mendes finishes, puts in the back of the net. A horrible clearance from the fullback, and PSG are looking to set and become UCL winners again. And yes, they've done it. PSG win the UCL. Ibrahim Maza, the man of the match, gives PSG the UCL win. Belmadi fails at the final hurdle again. Man, I can't believe another trophy I failed to win. This trophy would have proved that I'm the one, but there's still time. Congrats to Massa for winning the UCL. But up next, we got the AFCON. And going into the AFCON, I'll be leading the line. And our squad is looking great, but the likes of Amora, Amine Gyuri, and Massa have become one of the world's best players. And we have made the AFCON final against Egypt. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the AFCON final, Egypt versus Algeria. Algeria are the outstanding favorites with the likes of Belmadi, Gyuri, Mohamed Omoro, and Maza. Can they go ahead and bring the trophy home? And the AFCON final begins. Here comes Captain Massa, one of the world's best players, just won the UCL with PSG, gives it to Amine Gyuri, 1v1 with a finish, and he puts it in the bottom corner. Algeria take a lead in the 4th minute of the game. But now it's Ibrahim Massa, gives it out wide to Omoro, but they lose the ball, but it's one back, and now it's Mohamed Omoro, the number 7, with the finesse, and he puts it in top corner. This from 4 is really cooking. 2-0 to Algeria. And now it's Amine Gyuri, gives it to the midfield, into Massa, looking to secure this game, make it 3-0. Amine Gyuri gives it to Massa, 1v1, the captain, bottom corner, 3-0 to Algeria. A huge goal for the country. That has to be it. And it is confirmed, Algeria lift the AFCON. Not much today from Belmadi, but he is surrounded by some of the world's best players. After the AFCON, my teammate Massa has won the Balon d'Or. Good for him. We did it. We actually did it. AFCON champions. I'm proud of this team, proud of this country, because I know how much this means to everybody back home. But listen, this isn't the end. This cannot be the end. Because when I look at this squad, I don't see just the champions of Africa. I see a team that can go even further. When the time comes next season, in the summer, we will win the World Cup.
My dream was just to win the AFCON with Algeria. That was everything to me. But Belmadi wants more. He wants the World Cup. And now I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm going to work harder because I want to be one of the best and help us get there.
And in the very next season, we have gone into back-to-back UCL finals. But we're facing Man City. And today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the UCL final. Bayern are looking to redeem themselves after losing in the last minute to PSG last year. Belmadi does not want to fall short of his promise to Algeria to win the UCL. This is his last chance before the World Cup. Man City kick off the game straight away as it goes out wide to Rayan with a brilliant cross in to the other side, looking for the finish. Great save from Olympique. Here come Man City again, dominating this game so far. It falls into Erling Haaland, outmuscles his defender, gives it back out wide, and now with a shot, not offside. Rayan Almadi now on the ball, gives a through ball into Musiala. Musiala back to Pavlovic, back into Musiala. Here come Bayern Munich to take the lead into Rayan Belmadi with a finish, and this time he puts it away. 1-0 in the UCL final. But Man City are not looking to give up just yet. Here come on the counter-attack with a shot from outside the box, and it hits the post. Bayern get lucky. But it's Man City once again through ball into Erling Braut Haaland, the world's best striker, finish, and it goes in. But it's now 1-1 in the UCL final. Turkey wins that ball, and now here comes City. It's a through ball into Rayan Cherki. Great save from Olympique again. Corner for City as the ball is passed back to Turkey. Turkey with a brilliant cross into Erling Braut Haaland, but it goes over the bar. City again with another corner. Turkey looking to create a dangerous opportunity. He's been incredible so far. It falls into Haaland, but it goes to near post, and it goes in. And Founi scores the potential winner for Man City. And that's all she wrote. City win another UCL title. Belmadi fails on his promise. Man, I can't believe this. 2 UCL finals, I failed. I gave everything. I promised Algeria, and I failed them. I need to deliver at this World Cup. I made a promise to Algeria. I said I would win the Champions League before this World Cup, and I couldn't do it. So for that, I'm sorry. But I also know I gave everything I had. I played at the highest level. I fought for every trophy. But the journey's not over. I've got one last thing left to do. And yes, my country has done it. We have reached the World Cup final where we'll be facing New Zealand as well. They have shocked the world just like us. But this whole time, I thought inspiring my country meant one thing. I thought it meant I had to be the best player in the world. I thought I had to win every trophy, score every goal, carry every team, and be the one. But every time I got close, I fell short. I lost finals. I lost the Golden Boot. I lost Champions Leagues. However, every single time I failed, another Algerian rose. Amine Gouiri beat me in the Europa League final. Amora beat me in the Carabao and even won the Premier League Golden Boot. And of course, Ibrahim Massa won the Champions League and became the world's best player. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe inspiring a country was never about me becoming the best. Maybe it was about making them believe that they could be. And now look at us. We're standing in a World Cup final. I am not a star, but I'm surrounded by some of the world's best. We are Algeria, and we're gonna win this World Cup. And it's a fairy tale World Cup final for both teams as it kicks off. Mohamed Amora is on the run, looking to take the lead for Algeria. Great save from the Zealand keeper. But here come Algeria. One of these two countries will win the first World Cup for the continent. And here comes Belmadi. It goes in. A goal for Algeria. A goal for all of Africa. 1-0. But now here comes New Zealand. It falls into the striker. He goes to the shots. Great save from the Algerian keeper. But New Zealand look to have stepped up a level here. Another attack, looking for the equalizer. And now it's still New Zealand. Falls into the box with a shot, and it goes in. But it's 1-1 in this historic World Cup final. Here comes Massa looking to get rid of these two defenders. It's still Ibrahim Massa, the best player in the world, the Balon D'or winner, looking to go on his own, looking for a solo goal. If he misses this, he's really gonna screw up his nation. It's still Massa. Massa gets rid of the defenders. 1v1 with the finish. It's a beautiful goal from Massa. Encara Massa, Encara Massa. It's the lead for Algeria. And they have done it. Massa lives the World Cup. Africa has won their first ever World Cup, and it's Algeria. Massa wins the Balon d'Or for a second time, becoming the African with the most Balon d'Or wins. But hey, I wanted to be the one, but not every story is about being the one. Some stories are about being the reason.